Was it your idea or your decision to leave, or what happened?
No, I was fired. I was fired for sure. Hello. I loved that show. I was broken
Yeah.
freaking hearted. The way that it went down was so shitty. It was just like how you hear with Samantha and Tom and just, it was shitty. It was really
Why? What
shitty. And I
happened,
gave my heart
Melanie?
and my soul to that show. Like I loved that show. Like I believed in it. I used to do tons of press. As you know, we all do tons of press. In Touch, one of those. And they were like, would they come and they would follow the celebrity around for like a week backstage. They would do it all. They'd go up to wardrobe. They'd be in the makeup room. They'd be at the rehearsal. They'd be, it was like a week in the life of blah,
It's
blah,
like a
blah, and Dancing
vlog.
with the Stars.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. And so, in the trailer for like, the show, like the end show. And so like Christy Alley, strong personality, finalizing Kendra before the live show and putting the gleam on, and the editors of the magazine were like, "Oh my God, that stuff's amazing." And Kendra was like, "Oh my God, isn't it? She's getting ready to launch it." And the one editor was like, "Would you like a buzz feature?" And I was like, "Sure, yeah, hell yeah, fuck yeah," you know what I mean? And so she got my number. This happened all the time. I did interviews all the time without publicity hanging on to my hand. Okay. I knew what to fucking say. I wasn't going to say anything. You know what I mean? Like, come on. I knew what to say. This was like 7 years in by this point. So they call me. I hear like a click. And I said, wait a minute, are you recording this? Because I had never really noticed being recorded before in like any of the interviews that I did. And she said, oh, yeah, oops, sorry. Let me turn it off. I actually wish I would have had her keep it on, to be honest, in retrospect. So anyhow, we're talking about my product basically and why I developed it and how I developed it and the launch and all this good stuff. So then when that conversation was done, she's like, hey, do you mind talking a little bit about the behind the scenes of Dancing with the Stars? And I'm like, yeah, sure. Went into how I was talking about how the male pro dancers had a lot to say about their partner's looks. So we were talking about that for a while. And then she goes, well, so what about Christy Alley? I hear that she's pretty difficult. And I said, we have no issues with her, and started to go like that route. And well, I heard that she insisted on bringing her own costumes and that they had to like just alter or fix what she wanted. I said, you know what? I have no idea anything about what she did up there in costumes. All I know is that we are willing to accommodate her. And I did say, for example, like she wants to do most of her makeup. So we let her and help her and touch her up and zhuzh her up and finish it up. I go, we want to make everybody feel comfortable. I said, everybody's uncomfortable in the very, very beginning. So we'll do whatever we can to make them comfortable. That's basically all I said, girl. Okay. 2 days later, he calls me and she's like, what the hell did you say to that magazine? And I'm like, what? And then she's like, you're quoted on the cover. And there is a picture of Christy Alley stepping out of the trailer. And it said, head makeup artist Melanie Mills from Dancing with the Stars says that Christy Alley is a big fat diva. Something like that.
That's a long one-liner.
Something like that.
That must have been a big chip on the cover.
They followed her Kendra around for a week and were also pretty much spying on Christy. I'm like so hot right now. I can't.